look at the health of people and how does climate change affect their health, it affects it in a number of ways. If you look at the issue of food security, climate change impacts food security in a number of ways. One, the price of imported food goes up. As we've seen that this year based on droughts throughout the world. In addition, our own local production is affected by climate change, both in terms of droughts and floods, which will affect agricultural produce. In addition to that, even if you look at the sea, our fishing products, they get impacted too, because with floods, with erosion of soil, silt and chemicals, and the water temperature, it impacts our reef, it impacts our fish stock. So food security is a big issue, and that impacts people's health, because if there's not enough food, if there's not enough quality food, malnutrition is the result. Then there's water security. Water, and we've seen it in St. Lucia, drought followed by flood. In both situations, your water quality drops. One, you may not have enough. People start to store water. The storage of water, depending on how they store it, produces mosquitoes. So there are lots of issues like that. Plus the very quality of the water coming out of the municipal or the government, the public supply. Last year, I think we were talking about the issues of drought and then the issues of flood with regards to our water supply. Water is critical. Water is also a vector. It carries a number of different diseases, bacteria and viruses. Diarrheal diseases, that's gastroenteritis, affects our people when the water quality drops. In particular, the most vulnerable are the very young, the very old, and those who are immunocompromised. So that is another area where climate change is going to impact, or does impact already, on our health. Then if you look at infrastructure, you can see what a storm can do to displace people. In our own context, we saw a hurricane and what it did to our communities. People who are displaced and become homeless need to be put into shelters of some kind. That has significant health effects. We saw it in our Thomas situation. We've seen it in Haiti, for instance, probably the most striking example in the region as to what can happen when you displace people from their homes, what happens to them.